Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your mid-month reading. Really, this is for anybody that happens upon my channel, but I am talking specifically to those that have their sun, moon, rising, Venus, midheaven, potentially Mars in the sign of Scorpio, just wherever your natal placements are. But if you just happen to randomly click on my video, I am pretty sure there is a message in here for you, as well as those that are cross-watching for people they're interested in. So sit tight and enjoy what I intuitively pull today. I do hope June has been treating you well. Definitely converse with me in the comment section below. Let me know what's been going on, because I know that you guys think and feel so deeply. It can be overwhelming. So you are not alone. Just breathe, all is well, all is always working in your favor, right? But let's get into your reading. What came out for you guys as far as what you can be expecting coming into the mid-month? You have the Knight of Cups, followed by the Two of Wands, and the Five of Cups with the Nine of Wands. Okay, coming into the obstacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, last week of June, ways to overcome these obstacles. What came out was the Three of Wands for you, the Justice card, and the Hierophant with the King of Pentacles. I feel like you guys have a lot on your mind. I'm feeling distracted. I feel like you guys have a lot of distractions right now getting in the way of you being able to have mental clarity, right? And being able to make the best decision. And I'm definitely, again, picking up the sense of you guys just naturally, as you are, thinking and feeling very deeply and not knowing what to do with your emotions and the things that you feel, how to channel that energy potentially in a way that is more productive than destructive. Is that a word? Come on, Lord. Like, am I preaching right now? But I am getting that with this Five of Cups and this Knight of Wands energy. You guys may have seen something that you did not necessarily want to see. And I am picking that up with the Two of Wands and the Five of Cups. Something was shown to you. If you've been watching somebody online, or just any way that you can keep an eye out for someone, or like if you have access to like their phone or their emails, just something with this Five of Cups energy. Something's happened where you found what you were looking for. And a lot of people like to say, don't go through a man's phone because you'll find what you're looking for. Don't go through a woman's phone because you will find what you're looking for. But I mean, regardless of the fact if you do that or not, whatever is done in the dark will come to the light. So I feel like there's been some type of shakeup in that regard. Or just on an emotional sense, you just don't know, again, how to channel these energies that you feel, how to get people to understand where you're coming from, right? How you see the world, how you feel through the world intuitively, right? And that can be the obstacles, which I am seeing that you come into if you haven't already. Energy is fluid, so this may have already happened, or it may be something that you're kind of feeling, just being misunderstood. And I'm getting that with the Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles that came out. Also, if you've been kind of trying to busy yourself, because the Knight of Pentacles can be a responsible energy, kind of working hard, doing the little things that accumulate into big things, which we see at the end of June with this King of Pentacles, right? But it's kind of like you're trying to do a lot of busy work and not giving yourself enough rest, enough time to yourself to clear your mind of these distractions, to really sit with what's going on and understand your own emotions, your own energy, the character development process that you personally are going through, how it can relate to, or how you can relate to others who may be going through the same thing, or if not, just how that just affects your relationships on a personal or a business sense, right? As this resonates for you, only you will know. With this Seven of Pentacles also being in this obstacles position, it's kind of like you can't, I'm hearing you can't turn a blind eye to what you've seen, to what's been revealed to you, to the parts of yourself that you are now acknowledging, right? You need to figure out how to integrate that aspect of yourself. You need to take the opportunity as it has presented itself to you, because to not do that, you can fall into a karmic cycle where you just keep going through the same thing until you finally realize the lesson and integrate that lesson and move forward, right? If it's been a situation where you've been dealing with someone and something was shown to you and you've kind of been trying to ignore it by just, what is it called? By like keeping your head down and just delving into work, by the end of June, an apology will be made, right? Or that is what needs to happen. Somebody's asking for forgiveness in this card, though. I feel like there's a righting of wrongs with this Three of Wands and this Justice card. Like somebody knows the way that they have been behaving was unjust, was unfair to you, and this can be in the workplace, right? It doesn't have to be on a romantic sense. However, the energy itself just applies to your particular situation. But somebody owes you an apology. There's just like a realization that they know they wouldn't appreciate being treated the way that they have treated you, right? I see the Hierophant as being a peaceful person as well. So it's like you gain a peace of mind in actually dealing with the situation and having a heart-to-heart with somebody by the end of June. If this is a person, if it's not just your own self, like talking within your own self, you and your higher self, because that can also be the case with the Hierophant. If this is speaking about your own energy, right, and how you just have so much depth as a person and you just always feel so misunderstood, just be kind to yourself, right? That can be an obstacle. You may have negative self-talk, which will initiate a cycle of negative behaviors that are externalized, right, or projected out, right, that then confirms the negative thought pattern or belief that you have, and then you just continue to go in a repeating cycle. Just treat yourself with kindness. You won't be understood all the time, right? You may be feeling lonely. You may be feeling neglected, like you have no one to turn to, like you can't really relate to anyone. You're always solo. You feel like you spend so much time by yourself, and you're sick of that. Just have faith that the right people will come into your life at the right time and make the wait worth it. That's what I want to say, right? But don't be hard on yourself in the meantime. If this is pertaining to a romantic relationship and they just have not been seeing your side of the story, essentially, right? Trying to get to the core of who you are as a person, you need to have that conversation. I'm seeing that with the Knight of Pentacles. You may not know how to approach them. I want to say meet them on their level, or they might not know how to approach you or meet you on your level. But that definitely shouldn't stop you from trying, especially if you really see this person playing an important role in your life, like you really care about them, just be open to hearing what their side is. Just be open to letting them express themselves so that they can gain more knowledge, right, with this Seven of Pentacles of who you are and understanding your mentality, your psychology, and the way that you view things, right? Because I just feel like there's been like some misunderstandings that's been happening due to miscommunication, different love languages, even in the way that you guys just express yourself. And so they're able to see you for who you are and be like, you know what, damn, like, I'm sorry for being so inconsiderate, right? I'm sorry I didn't see where you were coming from. Like, I'm sorry if I ran away from the situation because I thought it was a little bit too tough. I had to take like a personal hiatus, right? And go be alone. You didn't deserve the way that I was behaving, right? That can very well be the way that you guys reconnect and come back together. And then start to establish a different set of guidelines, a different set of boundaries, and the way that your relationship can work for you guys. Right? For the better. With the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. You might be taking a more traditional approach that is more successful, or ditching the conventional approach and just finding what really works best for the two of you, right? As this resonates. Again, now if this is on the job front, then you guys need to listen to spirit, right? If you've been asking for a sign on what to do as far as staying with the job, applying for a different position, leaving the job altogether and starting your own business, I feel like you have to get out of the idea of what your perceived stability looks like, right? You can work a 9-to-5 for the next 50 years, but if there's an opportunity for you to leave that job or apply for something else, even though you may not feel like you're qualified for it, and I'm getting that in the obstacles position, right? Or it goes this way, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? But you may not feel like you're qualified for it, but you need to take that risk. You'd be surprised with how well things turn out for you, because help is here. Somebody is in your external environment that is going to be able to put you in a better position, right? If this is not the actual job, this is you yourself, and in listening to your spirit and listening to your dreams and what's been coming through in your dreams for the steps that you need to take. If you've been speaking to God and he's given you signs, but you've been hesitating on leaving your comfort zone and expanding your horizons, that is an obstacle. You need to know that you can make so much money by taking that risk, but to ignore something that is divinely inspired can set you back. You can very well lose your job. Like, God will sit you down if you don't listen to what he's trying to tell you. The universe will sit you down and put you in a negative windfall where you're losing everything in order to get you to see that you weren't living in your purpose and you actually need to go in another direction, right? So just consider that as a possibility, but everything does look well on the job front. Just believe that you are worthy of putting yourself in a better position, because there is assistance all around you to help you get to where you're trying to go professionally. So that's what I have for you guys. As far as chakras, make sure that you keep your heart, your sacral chakra, your root chakra, and your third eye definitely open and activated. Make sure none of them are over or under activated, and get them into alignment quickly, because you have some good things coming in by the end of June, right? If you don't know how to do that, I will leave that in the description link below. Definitely click on that. But at this time, give me a thumbs up if this resonated. Share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more. I will talk to you guys in July.